Hello, hi everyone. It's me, the same old Louis Day from Plytec. Thank you for joining us once again in Architects, and this year we are doing it on Architects Online. Uh, Architects is a very meaningful event for us because, and for a lot of people, our customer, our client who supported us for many years. I think the market and all our clients have seen Plytec grow and develop over this few years since 2013. 2014 is the first time we took part in architects, and we have been working together with architects and grow our service and business in our Malaysian construction industry till today. So as of today, I think we have a little bit of reputation in the market. And once again this year, we are delighted to be able to join everybody again in this wonderful event, which bring everybody in the industry together. So now today, I want to take this opportunity to give an overall perspective of what Plytec do. Our slogan has been talking about buildings, going to build smarter, build faster. So this is our slogan for years. So how do we do that? What is our vision? What we do is we are achieving this build faster, build smarter by pioneering value engineering in construction with smart technology. So this is our vision, is our company vision, and this is what we do. So it actually comprises many components. If you read this simple vision statement, it means we have to pioneer. It means we need to invest. So through these years, we have been investing a lot in the new technology. We have been trying out a lot. We have been working hand in hand. And what we are investing in is value engineering and smart technology. So what is value engineering? In order to achieve value engineering, we need to have technical expertise. We need to have products. We need to have innovations. And then on top of that, what we do here in Plytec is we couple all this with the value of new and smart technology. So this is our vision. So Plytec, we talk about solutions, we talk about services, we talk about equipment, we talk about all this that we invested smart technology, new technology over it. And what is smart technology? What we are trying to do is smart technology. So in construction, to us, smart technology are IBS, industrialized building system, which actually moving the construction industry from labor intensive to technology intensive. So it talk about prefabrications. This is how we move the construction towards industrialize. We try to standardize, localize production under one center, under a control environment. And because of that, we can adopt automations. And of course, we can't talk about IBS if we do not adopt a modular design. Modular design facilitate prefabrication, and it is the spirit of IBS. And other smart technology we adopt here include digitalizations. I think we are well known in the market for our BIM, for leading the BIM adoption market. Plytec, under our brand name of Plytec Engineering, has been a successful story about transforming digital transformation. We have been successful in doing this digital transformation by BIM adoption. So, okay, so today I will not touch on about BIM because we have another booth, another person take care of this. Today I will talk about generally what we do, why we adopt technology, how we use technology towards the directions to harmonize safety and productivity. So everybody talk about technology, but if the technology doesn't elevate our safety, it means we work more safely, and it doesn't elevate our productivity in our works. It means we work more, we get better output with the same input because we move towards technology. So the human input is lesser. If it doesn't achieve these two, there is no way technology will sustain. So this is what philosophy we adopt. And this is currently, I think, CIDB, technological associations, and multiple stakeholders, including JKKP, they are actually conducting a campaign in promoting this slogan, "Way Up by Harmonizing Safety, Productivity, and Technology." Okay, so a quick glance at our business value. In general, as it is, we have evolved today. Plytec Group provides services by specializing in two particular areas. The first area we are good with is we are in the construction method engineering. It's about engineering service in how we construct or how we fabricate. And these will include temporary works or forced work as well. Okay, so this is our one specialized area. Second specialized area is digital delivery. So it is actually adoption of BIM and then go through process digitalizations and finally achieve IDD, integrated digital delivery. Adoption of BIM is just a tool to start your transformation. Then with BIM, we have to adopt multiple transformation in terms of our process management. Everything has to digitalize. Finally, we achieve IDD when all the value chains and the whole life cycle come in and go along to create a seamless digital linkage into our process over the value chain. So this is ultimately BIM is driving IDD. So what we have here is under the Plytec flagship, we have from the supply chain and towards the management of our own demand chain. So we control over our own supply chain. We have established under the Plytec IBS, which is the manufacturing company. Under the IBS, we have multiple brand name. Wonder is an international one, which we actually supply to other similar player like Plytec Formworks in the market, but we actually produce our own equipment, design our own equipment, and then we distribute to our distribution network globally. And then we, in Malaysia, where we have managed our demand chain, in Malaysia, we go under the flagship of Plytec. Under Plytec, we have multiple brands like Plytec Formwork, like Plytec IBS, which is the manufacturing formwork is a service company. And moving more towards the front line, we have PC Forging. This is an uprising brand. For the last 4 years, we have been working on it. This PC Forging is specialized in the services for prefabrication constructions, mainly precast concrete, and we are very active in the PPBC market in Singapore. And we also have our mother company, which we have started our business 22 years ago, which is Suruh Swasta. In this company, we are doing the trading business for building material. So this is our overall business value. So just a quick look at it. But today, what I want to talk about is to introduce our core business, our products, and how it linked to the so-called smart technology, about prefabrication, modular design, lightweight, things like that. So this is our core business, and the core business is described under different brand name, but it's all under the Plytec flagship. We have the IBS, Plytec IBS, which we actually manufactured those equipment for forced work, temporary works, access purpose. So Wonder come under IBS as one of the flagship partner. And Plytec Formwork is known to provide equipment and technical service solutions. Suruh has been in the market. Suruh Swasta has been in the market for many years. It's one of the pioneer or old, we call it established company for 22 years doing building material distribution and trading. And under Suruh Swasta, we have a very established brand name, which is called Plytec Fencing, specialized in modular fencing, wire mesh fencing. And then, like I mentioned just now, we have PC Forging. And this is a PPBC, prefabricated, pre-finished volumetric constructions solution delivery partner. So we do all kind of bridging, providing technical service, accessories, even customized, custom-made equipment for our partner, our clients, for them to do PPBC. productions. So we will talk about it one by one. And today, the only one I'm not talking about is the digital delivery partner, which come under the brand name of Plytec Engineering. The company entity is also known as BEST, BEST, Beam Engineering Solution and Technology Sdn Bhd. So this particular flagship has its own reputation and independent business name in the market. So do look forward for Edward Hunt to talk about this. I think we have another session under Edward Hunt to talk about this. He's going to preview about all the latest achievement, the market best practices benchmark in BEAM adoption. For your information, over the pandemic period, we have seen a lot of physical works come to a slowdown, a decrease in the pace. But however, what is worth noticing and taking a note is the adoption of BEAM has actually become expedite, has become unexpectedly become more mature. The demand has grown tremendously. As BEAM is part of digitalization, just like any other e-commerce business, these are all about digitalization. So this is a piece of economy that actually grow despite the challenges of the pandemic. So all of us here who attend architects are people who in the construction and the design industry. I think it's essential for us to know the latest growth in BEAM. So do join us at the Plytec Engineering's session. We have a separate booth as well. Okay, let's come back to what I want to talk about, the core business competency and brands and product. So like I said, starting from the value chain, from the manufacturing, from the supply chain itself, we under the management flagship of Plytec IBS, we have multiple brand, Wonder, One Technology, and Wonder Steps. Some of these brand under the Wonder flagship is not known to local here because we are more doing business with Australia and other country by exporting aluminium access and forcework equipment to them, because our specialization in Wonder is aluminium, which is not much used in Malaysia as forcework or temporary works because of the cost. But eventually, when labor costs come up, it will be a trend. So under the whole Plytec IBS flagship, we do multiple services. For example, this is the formwork, our SCP, our forcework refurbishment, repair, refabrication, recalibrations. We have a full facility and stockyard, a huge one managing this. And Wonder, currently, the Wonder setup is in China. And from China, we export to ourselves and all over the world. And very soon, by next year, we will set up a production capacity, enlarge the China capacity in Malaysia as well. And the following video is just a view into our Wonder factory. Is a medium-sized factory. However, it is highly automated. Like I say, that is the direction of what we invested in. We are one of the earlier batch in this manufacturing of forcework and access equipment who started into 100% robotic welding. Okay, so this actually helped us to cut down a lot of manpower. Even in China today, due to pandemic, manpower is a crisis. Even like our factory, we are having a challenge and difficulty to find workers. It is going to be the same situations in the whole world. Okay, and just simply because the pandemic opened up new job and new job requirement in the e-commerce sector. So young people choose to go into that segment rather than going into the conventional business. So all the industry will be facing the same problem. It is those intellectual who we need it to support production planning, support production supervision. That is the gap we are missing. Okay, to the extent that even the local labor group will also be missing. They have a choice of going into other business. So this is a situation we will be continue facing, including the professional service industry like architect, engineers office, and also the constructions industry. We are not only faced with the shortage of labor, because labor will be the mobility of labor at up to this moment is very much restricted due to pandemic. But on the other hand, we are also facing the challenge of the young graduate doesn't want to choose to go into the conventional business, like becoming a training engineer, becoming a site engineer, a project executive, that kind of role. They always have a choice by going to Grab car or whatever, Grab food, okay? Because those work give them a higher starting pay than a conventional business. But what they do not know is, okay, you enjoy the free working hour and things like that, but it will be stagnant at that level. Whereas if you start as a young engineer at 3,000 in a construction or design office, after 3 years you are 5 to 6,000. But when you dry gap, you can start at 4,000. After 3 or 4 years, it's still 4,000. Okay, not to mention after 10 years and 20 years, can you physically sustain that kind of burden, okay, doing this physical work. Anyway, let's come back to this. But I'm not trying to go off topic. What I'm trying to say is the configurations of our job market, the supply of skill and human resources in the job market will be a challenge as well. So that will be more justified for us to go into industrialized building system, more justified for us to use more technology and equipment rather than use labor and manpower. And it's more justified for us to have something that is prefabricated rather than require a lot of shop drawing processing, a lot of detailing at the production on site. So because of the challenges we are anticipating in the future human resource market, we need to overcome this by adopting technology. Okay. So these are some of the products we have produced, and the latest, which we did quite well for the last few months, is our solutions. We call it Plytec K21 Mobile House. It's a prefabricated, lightweight building system, and it is very ideal for construction projects to use it as a centralized workers' accommodation. Currently, we have 4 projects in hand. One, we are constructing 1,000 plus. Another one, we are constructing 2,000 capacity labor quarters. Another few are smaller. Another 2 are smaller. And we have completed another 2 recently. So, the beautiful part about this lightweight is actually when this is mobilized to site, everything is fixed by dry constructions. And it is so lightweight that there is, even you erect a 3-story, there is no craneage involved. Everything can be, some workers and put it up. Of course, if you use a craneage for 3-story construction, of course, it will be much, much easier and you use much lesser workers. But anyway, up to 2-story it's like we have been putting up a double story in 7 days, the kind of speed. And this is fully prefabricated and it can be reused. So this is one of the products we started to produce this year. Okay, of course, some of the component you have to outsource to people who actually automate and do this efficiently, especially like window frame and the glass, things like that. So these are some of the projects we have completed, and you can go single story, double story, things like that. Okay, then the next business. So all those I told you just now are under our manufacturing, which is Plytec IBS. Under that, we have our international business, which we supply to international under, which is called Wonder. Here locally, we are more known as Plytec Formwork, and then a lot of people has come across us, and a lot of projects you've seen everywhere in town. It carry a name. Plytec is actually undertaken by Plytec Formwork to with our equipment and our service. So under what is Plytec Formwork? We actually is company specialized in force work engineering. So temporary works in force, very much into shoring system, formwork system. Our system can also do scaffolding. Over the years, we have do a little bit of scaffolding, but we are capable of doing scaffolding. But what happened is in the last 5 years, the market also see the transitions in terms of regulations and control of scaffolding material being used in the market. And now, as of this year, as of actually last week, okay, the regulations, the standards for the use of scaffold and the use of forcework or shorings has been further strengthened under the revision of CIS 22 and CIS 23, which is the safe use of scaffold in construction. 22, 23 safe use of forcework in construction. So these two these two standards, and it's not regulation, standard has been tightened, has been revised. And last week or 2 weeks ago, the fourth schedule has incorporated this under the Act 520. And these two CIS carry enforcement power, okay, and it is actually listed in the statutory enforcement list of fourth schedule. So this is something that's going to change. So we will expect more proper practice, more safe practice of this forcework in the market. And I can tell you is Plytec is already ahead of it. We are already preparing for this. So we are participating in this very closely. So these are some of the things we do. This is called SCP. There is also a new guideline coming out by JKKP and Master Builder, and now it is going to be called SCP-PS, okay? Self-climbing perimeter protection screen. But in Plytec, we have been calling SCP for years because we shortened it. Okay, so this guideline is coming out also. So we expect the market will become more regulated. More best practices can be shared. People can do it more productive, and can achieve higher safety standards. So this is what Plytec formwork do. So we have multiple solutions. Practically, we have many products, and practically what we do is we are a one-stop solution center. We call it from toe to tip, from your power cap to the tip of your tower. We provide all the formwork and shoring solutions. So typically, for example, substructure, we have this left beam formwork, Pika foam plastic reinforced formwork you live in, and it's a very fast. It is gaining popularity also. And then from podium are normally big span structure. So we have a very famous green formwork currently. It is almost used in all the podium. 50% of podium will use this kind of formwork system as long as they are using a simple flat slab design. And we have been the key player in building transfer floor. We do a lot of transfer floor because it's heavy shoring. It requires a lot of engineering, and we are very good in that area. And of course, typical floor, and most of the typical floor are using aluminum formwork, which we also do. We don't do a big chunk of the market, but we do it. Okay, we only do a very small market share. However, our SCP, we are major. We took the majority share in the market, and we actually do it very well. So we have our reputation, and we are a trusted brand in SCP and in a lot of our systems. So normally we provide a client one-stop experience. So we deal everything with them, okay, so that they do not need to source here and there, things like that. So finally, PC Forging, like I say, is a delivery partner for precaster who do prefabrication construction, precast production. So we do multiple solutions. First of all, we do detailing. So these are some of the detailing work for some of the job last 2 years we did. And these are all PPVC. You can see that the 3D is, the precast is in 3D formation. And what we do is we use a BIM software to produce the detailing for them, the coordination, things like that. So this is one of the surveys. But what we do more is actually under PC Forging, we have multiple lifting and connecting solutions. This is what also we do. So we supply this, and when at the beginning of the PPVC 3D precast, the precaster use the formwork system that actually do inverted casting, because the element is casted invert. It means the top down, so it has to be turned 180 degree over. So in the early days, we actually couple with a precaster to help them to solve the solution how you turn a 10 ton to 30 ton 3D precast concrete element over. So we actually design and constructed and supply this equipment. So I think our first version was P30 up to 30 ton, and then the newer version was P50. So this is some of the thing we do. Okay, so we specialize in this. We help in the production planning. We provide detailing. We don't do the production. What we do is we solve the production challenge. So this so far for PC Forging, this has been the partners and the people we have been working with. So, and of course, this is one of the earliest brand. Okay, Plytec fencing. I think it is a well-known brand. Over the years, over many years, we always been taking part as a brand by itself in this architects. But this year we combine it under the Plytec flagship under this year. Okay, so we have multiple solutions. Whatever wire mesh or prefabricated fencing, modular fencing you think of, we have. We even have aluminium fencing. What you see on the right hand side is the more common one, the anti-climb one installed in the other direction. The other type, which is not that common, but this is also available. I even forgot the name of this one. What a shame, sorry. So this is also one of our project. We have multiple solutions. Taking a glance at the overall product lineup, we call it series. We have from Plytec 380 all the way to 480, 580. 580 is the most established one because it's also called anti-climb. The mesh opening is so small that the fingers cannot go through. And then we have all the way until the 880, 980, which is for temporary works, and 980Z. Those are temporary fencing. You can take it there, you can take it out again, put it back, take it out. 880 is the fencing which used in public area a lot in Europe because it is double wire on the horizontal and the vertical is cut and flush, so it has got a safety. It will not hurt people, especially children, when you have a low fence in the park or in the public area, things like that. So generally, these are all that we have, and this for this 30 minutes session, that's all I will share with you. Do visit our virtual booth, okay, and also contact us if you need any service. We have a huge team. We have put up a huge team to handle these exhibitions. On the other hand, I can guarantee you that if you engage us for any of your temporary works, form works, or any of the service, you will experience the best service that you will have in the market. I think after sales service and the technical support service is our strength. This has been the value that is generally agreed by the market. Okay, so again, I'm the old Louis Day. You have seen me in Architects every year, Louis Day, and I believe my contact is accessible. So if any client is having some challenge with the way we service you, please do come to me. Okay, we also have a very good internal processes to make sure we always deliver the best service. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you, and that's the end. Goodbye.